The Ring magazine, which is owned by Turkey, reported that Canelo and Crawford have agreed to the September date and that it's essentially on. What is your I know this has been rumored and talked about, but now it seems like a done deal. What's your reaction to this?
It's a good fight. It's a good fight for both of them. Good fight for, I think it's more important for Crawford than anybody, but I think if anybody could beat Canelo, I think Crawford could. I think it's just, the size plays a massive difference. But, like I said, it's a good fight.
Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford is officially set for September, and the boxing world is buzzing with excitement. This is the most anticipated showdown of the year, with two champions colliding in a high-stakes battle for legacy and dominance. The debate about a potential fight between Canelo and Crawford has been going on for some time, with both fighters showing their willingness to face each other. Previously, Canelo had shared his openness to the matchup, saying, "Yeah, people want to see that fight, and maybe they see that fight. We don't know yet, right? But maybe they see that fight." Now that maybe has turned into reality, setting the stage for an epic battle. Canelo, the bigger and stronger fighter, will face Crawford, the pound for pound great, moving up in weight. The stakes couldn't be higher, with history and legacy on the line. Fans and experts are already debating whether Crawford's skills can overcome Canelo's power, or if size will be the deciding factor. One thing is certain, this fight is set to be one of the biggest boxing events of the year. Now, as excitement grows, more of Canelo's past comments on the fight are coming into focus. He has always shown respect for Crawford's skills and has never dismissed the possibility of facing him. In a previous interview, he acknowledged Crawford's talent and left the door open for the fight. His words only fueled speculation, making fans wonder if this dream match would ever happen.
I'm always open to good fights, and don't get me wrong, he's a good fighter. He's really good abilities and everything, and maybe we will see that fight. Maybe. We don't know yet.
With the fight now confirmed, those speculations have turned into reality. What was once just talk has become one of the most anticipated boxing matchups in recent history. Canelo's willingness to take on all challengers and Crawford's move up in weight make this a must-watch battle. The clash of styles, size, and legacy is what makes this fight so special. Some believe Crawford's speed and technique will give him the edge, while others argue that Canelo's experience at higher weights will be too much to handle. One thing is certain, when these two step into the ring, the world will be watching. As the fight approaches, Canelo's confidence and determination are clear. Known for never backing down from a challenge, he has built his legacy by taking on the toughest opponents in the sport. Canelo's mindset has always been to face the best, and this fight with Crawford is no exception. His words reflect a champion who is ready to prove himself once again. Yeah, it's at this point, I fight with everybody, with every champion, with all the best out there. This unwavering attitude has defined Canelo's career and made him a fan favorite. Taking on Crawford, one of the top pound-for-pound fighters, is just another step in cementing his legacy. On the other hand, Crawford's willingness to step up in weight and face a bigger opponent shows his hunger for greatness. Both fighters are entering the ring with something to prove. Canelo aims to showcase his dominance, while Crawford looks to make history by toppling a giant. The energy surrounding this fight is electric, as the boxing world eagerly waits to see who will emerge victorious. As the fight gains momentum, top fighters and analysts are weighing in on the matchup. One of the most talked about opinions comes from David Benavidez, who recently won his fight against David Morrell. A potential future opponent for Canelo, Benavidez has shared his thoughts on how the fight could play out and what it means for both fighters. His perspective adds another layer to the debate, as many wonder whether Crawford's skill can overcome Canelo's size and power. Fans are eager to hear what Benavidez has to say about this historic showdown.
It's a good fight. It's a good fight for both of them. Good fight for, I think it's more important for Crawford than anybody, but I think if anybody could beat Canelo, I think Crawford could. I think it's just, the size plays a massive difference. But, like I said, it's a good fight. I have no bad feelings for that fight. It's a good fight.
His words only add to the growing excitement and speculation surrounding the fight. Many believe that Crawford has the talent to pull off an upset, while others think size will be the ultimate factor. The debate continues, with experts analyzing every detail, from fighting styles to past performances. Canelo's experience against bigger opponents gives him an edge, but Crawford's precision and movement could be the difference maker. With opinions from top fighters like Benavidez fueling the conversation, the anticipation anticipation for fight night is reaching new heights. The world is waiting to see if Crawford can defy the odds or if Canelo will once again prove his dominance. Benavidez didn't just analyze the fight, he also acknowledged what this opportunity means for Crawford. Moving up in weight to challenge Canelo is a massive step, and it proves Crawford's ambition to take on the biggest challenges. For years, fans have debated whether Crawford would ever get a fight of this magnitude. Now, with the bout confirmed, the spotlight is on him to show he belongs among the greats. Benavidez recognized this moment for what it is, saying, just happy for Crawford that he's able to get a big fight like that too. This fight isn't just about belts, it's about legacy. Crawford has dominated at welterweight, but now he's entering new territory against a proven champion in Canelo. The risk is high, but so is the reward, as a victory would cement Crawford as one of the greatest fighters of this era. On the other hand, Canelo has everything to lose, defending his reputation against a dangerous, skilled opponent. With both fighters chasing history, the stakes have never been higher. The boxing world is ready for a showdown that could redefine the sport. David Benavidez has also weighed in on Crawford's chances as the fight approaches. In a recent discussion, he offered a surprising rating, giving Crawford a solid 7 out of 10. His remark underlines not only Crawford's talent, but also the hard work he's put into building his strength. Benavidez pointed out that Crawford has been dedicated to his training, particularly focusing on weight work for a long time. This insight highlights the extra effort Crawford is making to level the playing field against a bigger opponent. Such comments add fuel to the growing excitement and anticipation for what promises to be a historic matchup.
He could be the guy. What kind of a chance do you ultimately give him?
I think you give him like a 7 out of a 10.
Oh wow, that high. I thought you were going to say like 25 just because of the size.
Good. Crawford is good, and
of course.
I think he's been known that he's going to fight Canelo for a long time. And you know, Crawford, he likes to pick up the weight, so I'm sure he's been working on the weights for a long time.
Following these observations, the conversation about Crawford's readiness has taken on even more intensity. Fans and experts alike are now looking closely at his consistent work in the gym as a sign of his potential to overcome size differences. His commitment to improving his physical strength might just be the edge he needs when facing a seasoned champion like Canelo. These insights reinforce the belief that Crawford isn't resting on his laurels, but is actively preparing for the challenges ahead. Every new detail only heightens the buzz and adds another layer to the ongoing debate about the fight's outcome. As fight night draws near, such expert opinions ensure that the anticipation remains as electrifying as ever. Benavidez further highlighted Crawford's approach when facing fighters known for their high boxing IQ. He explained that when up against such skilled opponents, Crawford's steady commitment to weight training is a key factor. His words pointed out that consistent physical work boosts Crawford's punching power. This preparation, he noted, can make even the toughest adversary feel uncomfortable in the ring. The remark paints a picture of a fighter dedicated to refining his physical edge over time. It adds yet another layer to the expert views on Crawford's readiness for this monumental fight.
You know, Crawford, when he has, with a person that has big IQ like that, if you do enough weights, you know, and you stay working for a long time, you know, you have a puncher's chance, and you could, you know, you definitely, you know, make the other guy uncomfortable or hurt him a couple times. So, yeah, Crawford is a really good fighter. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he wins.
Benavidez's perspective continues to color the narrative around Crawford. His comments suggest that Crawford's disciplined training might give him the extra punch needed in critical moments. There is a sense that this rigorous work could lead to a significant impact during the bout. Fans are increasingly curious about how his improved strength will play out against top competition. The observation builds on the overall excitement surrounding the matchup. Each insight adds to the anticipation as Crawford prepares to step into the ring. Ultimately, these remarks reinforce the belief that Crawford's hard-earned improvements may prove decisive on fight night. Even Jose Benavidez also weighed in the Canelo versus Crawford fight and turned up the heat by calling Crawford a true beast in the ring. He stressed that Crawford's relentless power and aggression set him apart, predicting a clear win against Canelo. His bold words have stirred controversy among fans and analysts alike, igniting debates about the fight's outcome. The remarks underscore Crawford's reputation for raw intensity and leave no doubt about his fighting spirit. This commentary adds an extra layer of drama to the already charged build-up to the fight. It paints a picture of a fighter who is not only skilled, but also ready to dominate.
A lot of people are counting Crawford out. Crawford's he's smart, he knows what he's doing. Canelo, you know, I mean, he's not that big of a guy. He obviously weighs more, but I mean, you can't take nothing from Crawford. he goes in there to win. So I mean, I feel like it'd be a good fight. You know, it sucks that my brother didn't get the opportunity, but I mean, only Canelo knows why it didn't happen. And he's got to keep moving forward, you know, got to keep moving forward, but it's going to be a good fight to watch. I got Crawford on this one.
The prediction challenges the long-held view of Canelo's unmatched prowess, stirring excitement and debate in equal measure. It hints that Crawford's raw energy might be the secret weapon needed to upset the odds. Ultimately, this daring prediction promises to keep everyone guessing until the final bell. In a bold statement, boxing legend Teddy Atlas Aslow shared the same perspective Nad weighed in on the matchup between Crawford and Canelo. He asserted that Crawford has the power to knock out Canelo with one decisive blow. Atlas's comment draws attention to Crawford's raw strength and punching ability. He emphasized that a single, well-timed punch from Crawford could change the fight's dynamics. This perspective challenges the usual expectations set by Canelo's impressive track record. Atlas's view adds an extra layer of excitement and controversy to the upcoming fight.
I do think he's that special guy. I think Canelo's special too, but I think Crawford's special in a little bit, even more so. Even more so. He hasn't learned how to lose yet. I think he does have those special ingredients that go beyond the physical genetics, the physical DNA. So that's it. Okay? Good. You don't like it? Too bad.
Following the Atlas comment, the discussion has intensified among boxing fans. Many now consider Crawford's aggressive style as a potential game changer. Atlas's opinion has sparked debate about the impact of raw power in a high-level bout. Fans and analysts alike are rethinking what it takes to defeat a fighter of Canelo's caliber. The remark highlights the unpredictable nature of boxing, where one punch can determine the outcome. It also adds to the growing narrative that every fighter's unique strengths play a crucial role. As the fight draws near, Atlas's insight ensures that all eyes will be on Crawford's explosive power. Teddy Atlas offered a detailed breakdown of the matchup, noting that while Canelo is celebrated for his size and power, Crawford stands out with his speed and agility. He explained that Crawford's quick reflexes and smart movement could allow him to outmaneuver a larger opponent. Atlas emphasized that a smaller fighter with superior technique might disrupt Canelo's rhythm and create openings in the fight. His analysis challenges the typical view that brute strength is the only path to victory in boxing. By focusing on these contrasting attributes, he encourages fans to consider a more nuanced approach to predicting the outcome. His insights set the stage for a fresh discussion on what truly matters in the ring.
And I look at Crawford as one of those special guys. I don't care if you guys are tired of me saying it. I look at him, look, Canelo's special too. I get it. And he's bigger. I get that too. And everyone's going to say, well, after Madrimov fight again, had a couple hiccups. Now he's stepping up another weight class. Now he's got to fight Canelo, who's even bigger, stronger, better puncher, you know, a unified champion that he's been, you know, all of that stuff. He's not going to be able to handle it. I asked this question. See, I go to the other side. I say, okay, yeah, can Canelo handle the smaller guy who's going to be faster, who's going to be slicker, who's going to be better defensively, who's going to have better legs?
Atlas's commentary continues to fuel debate among boxing fans. He reinforces the idea that Crawford's defensive skills and agility might be the key to destabilizing Canelo's offense. His remarks suggest that speed and well-timed movements could tip the scales in favor of the smaller fighter. This perspective shifts the focus from raw power to overall boxing intelligence and technique. Fans are now questioning whether Crawford's quickness could be the ultimate game changer in the bout. The insight adds a new layer to the conversation, inviting more discussion on the essential elements of boxing success. Atlas's bold analysis keeps the anticipation high as the fight draws near. Atlas didn't just highlight Crawford's technical abilities, he also made a strong statement about his belief in Crawford's overall greatness. He emphasized that while both fighters are special, Crawford stands out even more. In his view, Crawford possesses an exceptional quality that sets him apart from the rest. Atlas explained, "There isn't a lot of suspense. I ain't going against Crawford, okay? I do think he's that special guy. I think Canelo's special too. But I think Crawford is special even more so." These words reinforce the growing sentiment that Crawford is on a different level, not just in terms of skill, but also in his mindset. While Canelo has already established himself as a dominant force, Crawford's undefeated record and ability to rise to challenges make him a unique competitor. Atlas's confidence in Crawford further fuels the debate about how the fight will unfold. He went on to highlight what truly separates Crawford from other fighters, the intangible qualities that go beyond physical attributes. According to Atlas, Crawford's mental toughness and ability to handle pressure are what make him truly exceptional. He elaborated, "He hasn't learned how to lose yet. I think he does have those special ingredients that go beyond the physical genetics, the physical DNA." This insight adds another dimension to the conversation, suggesting that Crawford's mindset and resilience could play a major role in the fight. Many believe that his hunger to remain undefeated will push him to find a way to win, regardless of the challenge ahead. As the fight approaches, Atlas's words serve as a reminder that sometimes the biggest advantage a fighter can have isn't just strength or skill, it's the will to win at all costs. Even Amir Khan, a former world champion and an experienced fighter, has weighed in on the Canelo versus Crawford debate. Having shared the ring with Crawford, Khan knows firsthand just how skilled and dangerous he can be. His perspective carries weight because he has felt Crawford's speed, accuracy, and power up close. Unlike some analysts who are only watching from the outside, Khan's insight comes from real in-ring experience. This makes his opinion particularly valuable as fans and experts continue to break down the potential outcome of this fight. Khan's take on the matchup challenges the common belief that size will be the deciding factor.
I think that Crawford could beat him because Crawford is a big 147 fighter and is strong as well, which a lot of people don't give him the credit for. I think that fight, if it does happen, as long as Crawford stays away and just boxes and be smart, he can win that fight. I think Crawford's a better fighter than Charlo, and he's a smart fighter as well. He switches and everything, so that would be a very good fight.
After facing Crawford himself, Khan believes that skill and strategy could play a bigger role than raw power in this fight. His comments highlight the idea that Crawford's intelligence in the ring, along with his quick reflexes and adaptability, might be enough to counter Canelo's strength. This viewpoint has sparked even more debate, with many now considering whether Crawford's technique can outshine Canelo's experience at higher weight classes. As the fight approaches, every new opinion adds to the growing excitement, making this showdown one of the most highly anticipated events in boxing history. Even Bob Arum, the legendary boxing promoter who has worked with some of the greatest fighters in history, has weighed in on what makes Terence Crawford such a nightmare in the ring. Arum has seen countless elite fighters come and go, but he believes Crawford possesses a rare ability that separates him from the rest. One of the biggest challenges opponents face when fighting Crawford is his ability to switch stances effortlessly. He can fight both as a right-handed orthodox and left-handed southpaw boxer, creating constant confusion. This adaptability makes it extremely difficult for opponents to prepare for him properly. Arum explained how this played a crucial role in Crawford's dominant win over Errol Spence Jr. So he drives his opponent crazy because the opponent trains to fight a right-handed fighter and ends up fighting a southpaw. Crawford's unpredictable style forces his opponents into uncomfortable situations. Fighters spend weeks, sometimes months, training for a specific stance, only to realize mid-fight that they're dealing with something entirely different. This can completely disrupt a fighter's game plan, making it nearly impossible to execute their strategy effectively. Arum's words highlight just how frustrating it is to face Crawford, as many of his past opponents have struggled with his unique ability. Against a fighter like Canelo, this unpredictability could be a major factor, potentially neutralizing the Mexican superstar's power and aggression. And that's what happened to Errol Spence. Spence trained to fight a right-handed fighter, and all he saw was a southpaw fighter. Arum's insight underscores how Crawford's versatility has been a game changer throughout his career. Even an elite fighter like Spence, who had dominated the welterweight division, couldn't adjust to Crawford's style. If Crawford employs the same strategy against Canelo, it could force the bigger fighter into making costly mistakes. This ability to adapt and disrupt an opponent's rhythm is one of Crawford's biggest strengths. As fight night approaches, Arum's perspective only adds to the growing anticipation, fueling the debate on whether Crawford's skill set will be enough to overcome Canelo's size and experience. With the fight now officially set for September on the Riyadh season card in Las Vegas, the boxing world is in for a historic showdown. This is more than just a fight. It's a battle of skill versus power, speed versus strength, and legacy versus ambition. Canelo Alvarez, a dominant force in multiple weight divisions, will face Terence Crawford, the pound-for-pound great looking to cement his place among the legends. Both fighters bring unique strengths to the ring, making this one of the most exciting matchups in recent history. What do you think? Whose side are you on? Who do you think will win? Will Canelo's power be too much, or will Crawford's skills prove to be the difference? The excitement for this fight is off the charts, and we can't wait to see how it all unfolds in September. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates, analysis, and fight breakdowns. Stay tuned for more videos like this.